Hi everyone. So this year I've decided I'm going to do something a little bit different for the girls' Christmas dinners. So I'm going to try it tonight because we're a couple of weeks off Christmas still, so I've got time to sample it and test to make sure the girls actually do enjoy it. I think they will, quite confident. So this year I wanted to do something that was really healthy for them, and obviously, as most of my followers will know, they are primarily raw fed, so the base of this is mostly going to be raw. So this is what we're going to be using. Going to need cling film. I'm estimating how much food we're going to need, so I've gone for 4 tubs of raw. We need a little bit of gelatin. I've pre-cooked some broccoli, some Brussels sprouts and some carrots. And I've also decided, just to get a little bit more exotic, I've hard-boiled 4 eggs because I previously measured roughly how many were going to be needed, because I'm going to get a bit fancy. I'm going to get a bit bake-offy and give it a go. So come with me on a journey to see how this turns out, and then we will give the girls it later on for their tea. Hopefully they'll like it. Okay, so step 1, I've lined the tray with cling film, because apparently that really helps. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it with put some vegetables in. So I'm going to go with, obviously, a very seasonal Brussels sprouts. I think we'll go with goat and goose flavour first. Sort of pack it down, make sure you get it in everywhere. Let's wave this a little bit. I think I've definitely overestimated on the amount of mince I'm going to be needing. Here's how it's looking so far. Next step is we're going to use the gelatin because we need to make sure that this stays as like a jelly and make sure the layers all stay obviously stuck together. So I've already worked out how much we're going to need. Roughly. I've worked out that roughly we're going to need 1/4 of a pint of water, because I don't want to make it runny, obviously. This is just to make sure that the various layers obviously stick together. So we're only going to need probably about half a pouch of this. So I'm only putting a little bit in. Like I say, the key thing is just to try and ensure that the layers stick together when we put the next lot of mince on. So we'll just use about that much for now, and then we'll go with another mince. I think I'm just going to put the rest of this mince obviously on top of those. What flavour should we have next? Let's go with venison duck. Use the rest of the gelatin mixture, and I'm just gonna, the key thing apparently at this stage is to make sure you go around the edges. Apparently that's definitely one of the things I've read that's recommended. It's already starting to set, which is good because it means I've put the right amount in. So make sure you go around the edges. The key thing with this, apparently, this is why, one of the reasons why people recommend using cling film, is not only so that it comes out of the tin easier, but it also means you can put something on top to weight this down, because the key to being able to slice this is to really pack it down. I haven't planned this far ahead. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet, so bear with me while I figure that out. Okay, so I've decided to utilise what I already had in front of me, and that is to use the tubs of Mersey Raw. There's Cassie whining in the background. I've just filled these with water, and obviously these two have still got meat in. You don't want to overfill, because otherwise you end up with a spillage, as I've just had there, as it's oozed out the side. But that's about the right sort of weight that's going to be required. So I'm going to put this in the fridge for a couple of hours. So it turns out it didn't matter how long I left it in the fridge, it didn't matter how much I stuff I put on the top to weight it down. It simply wasn't setting at all. Like I say, this is my first time ever doing this, so you're on the journey with me. I have no idea if this is going to come out or if it's just going to rip and be a plasticky mess. Let's just see, shall we? I can see this is not going to come out easily. Hang on. Cling film's too stretchy. Hang on. This is not going to plan at all because it's now just ripping the cling film. Right, hang on. I might need to get to. I don't know how else to do it really. God, well, this was not a good idea. Oh, hang on, it's worked. It's worked. I was just going to say it's not my best idea, but it has worked. Now I've just got to get the plastic off. Hang on. Oh, do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? This actually looks pretty cool. Right, hang on. Let's take this off. Oh, it's actually worked. I'm excited. Let's get your face away. Oh, wow. This is actually really has gone well. Right, hang on. How do I do that without it all breaking? Oh yes, it's worked. Right, hang on, I'll just put this in the bin and then I'll wash my hands. Right, look ladies and gentlemen, it has actually worked. I'm really quite excited about this. I needed a bigger plate, but bear with. How cool is that? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. It has actually worked. Do I sound as surprised as I think I do? This is really cool. Right, okay. Are you excited to try?